Hey everyone, in the last couple of videos I covered how to do some basic 2D drafting work and showed an example of a completed 2D drafting. In this video I'm going to cover some basic 3D work. I recommend watching the previous videos so you have an understanding of the tools I'll be using in this video. As you can imagine, 3D drafting is a bit more complex than 2D drafting. I'm still working on getting the hang of it myself, so don't worry if you don't understand everything right away. First thing to learn how to do is how to turn shapes from 2D to 3D. Let's start with a rectangle. Draw the shape on the page, and then go to Model, Extrude. The X equals the width, the Y equals the depth, and the extrusion equals the height. For an example, I'll make an 8 foot by 4 foot platform that is 1 foot tall. Once you've entered your information, click OK. Right now, it still looks 2D because we are in top plan view. To see it in 3D, choose an isometric view. To see different angles, you can either choose from the different preset views or use the flyover tool to move around the object. With a rectangle, it might be fairly obvious what it looks like in 3D, but I want to point out what happens with a circle. As you can see, it does not turn into a sphere as one might think, but rather a cylinder. To make a sphere, go under Tool Sets, choose 3D Modeling, and select the Sphere tool. You can edit its size under Object Info just like all of the other shapes. Part of what makes 3D drafting complex is working in design layers, sheet layers, and viewports. You can think of design layers as layers you are working in, sheet layers as the final product you are going to present to people when you print or save the document as a PDF, and viewports as access between the two. Right now, I only have one design layer and one sheet layer, but you can have multiple within one Vectorworks document. Right now, I am in the design layer, which allows me to work in 3D. In the sheet layer, I can only view it in 2D since this is what will be printed. This is why viewports are needed. To create a viewport, go to the design layer, choose the view you want to display on the sheet layer, go to View, Create Viewport, title the drawing, select the sheet layer you want to display on and any other parameters you want and click OK. Now you have that specific view you chose on your sheet layer. From here you can do a couple things. If you double click on the viewport, it will bring up this window. If you choose the design layer, it will bring you back to the specific view in the design layer. If you choose annotations, this allows you to put dimensions on your object from this view. If you want to add dimensions, you need to do it in this way, otherwise they will not be accurate. To create more viewports, you can go back to your design layer and repeat the same process as before. As I mentioned in my 2D drafting video, it is a good idea to have a front view, a top view, and a side view. When working in 3D, adding an isometric view can be helpful as well. In the next video, I'll be going over an example of a completed 3D drafting.